Hare Krishna Padma Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much for joining the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Padma Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. This is Shyama Gauri Devidasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna, Shyama Gauri Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Nice to see you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you. Anybody who would like to introduce themselves?
Mataji, we will wait a couple of minutes, Mataji. Give me a couple of minutes.
Okay,
You can chant. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna,
Yeah, we'll start the recording, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Let's Today we are fortunate to have His Grace Samik Rishi Prabhu for enlightening on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 8th canto, 10th chapter, 3rd verse. Did I get it correctly? Okay. Before giving the call to Prabhuji, I would like to hand over the call to Suresh Sham Prabhuji.
Fourth verse, right, Mataji? Fourth verse.
Yeah.
It canto, 3rd chapter, 4th verse.
Sorry, Mataji. Before giving the call to Prabhuji, I would like to give to Suresh Sham Prabhuji for giving brief introduction about Samik Rishi Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
And all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Here is a brief introduction about Samik Rishi Prabhu. His Grace Samik Rishi Prabhu is a disciple of Srila Prabhupada. Being a doctor by profession, he has done immense services to the devotee community and served the society by donating for lots of projects. For example, he donated the TTC in Philadelphia temple and he made 3,000 temple units that serve as an altar in the villages. Prabhuji also served as temple president of ISKCON New Jersey for 15 years. Recently, Prabhuji has helped in building Radha Gopinath Mandir in Kargaon, Madhya Pradesh, and a community for devotees to live around it. Prabhuji is known for his simplicity and humility. Prabhuji is now an initiating guru in ISKCON. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Back to you, Mataji.
Prabhuji, please send that introduction to me. I think a couple of lines are added into it.
Sure, Mataji. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for giving beautiful introduction. Hare Krishna, Samik Rishi Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances.
I think Prabhuji is not yet there, Mataji. Oh, he's there.
No, okay.
He
I'm
just
here.
came. Yeah.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Danda Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Please accept
Hare
my
Krishna. Please accept all glories to Shri.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for giving your valuable time on us this morning for enlightening us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 8th No, third chapter, fourth verse, Prabhu. Please take over the call whenever you are ready, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Hare Krishna. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजन सहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्नाय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतुषे नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अवत्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोकैर्भक्तिर्भवति नैस्तिकी। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, शिल प्रभुपाद की जय, गौरव भक्त वृंद की जय। सो दिस इज द चैप्टर canto 8, chapter number 3, text number 4 we will be taking. But just little introduction to who is this Gajendra, and it's a very famous story about Gajendra, that how Krishna saved him. So Gajendra in his previous life was a king in Dravid Desh, Pandevanshi king, and his name was Indradyumna. And he gave up like everything, his kingdom and whatever opulences, just to worship Sri Krishna. So he went to Malay Parvat. Malay Parvat, he was staying there. Then he was very busy in worshipping his deities at that time. And then Agastya Muni came, and he did not stand up, he did not respect him, he did not even talk with him. So he was waiting for some time, and then he left the place, and he became very angry that he is like an elephant. And so that was Agastya Muni cursed him that you are just sitting there like a big Gajraj, so you become Gajraj. So he became the king of all the elephants with 10,000 strength of the 10,000 elephants. So because of that, so immediately he fell down. So any personality, like say same thing we see here in the story of like Balramji, he went to Naimisharanya where uh, uh, he was like there was giving the class on Srimad Bhagavatam, and because of that, he was giving the class on Bhagavatam. Then Balramji, he did not respect him, did not stand him, and then immediately, so Balramji took a straw in his hand, and then he was killed right there. So same thing, Indra was sitting in his uh, seat as a king of all the demigods and so many apsaras, and his Gurudev came, Vraspati. And when his Guru came, again the same thing happened. He did not really respect him, did not bow down to him. So he was cursed to become a pig. and he became a pig, and he remained as a pig for a long time. And any yoni that you go, you get attached to that yoni. You feel that you are very happy, and he would not come. Later on, when the king was needed, Indra was needed, he did not come there. So in this way, there are many, many stories that if you do not respect a personality who is like elevated devotee or who has given up all bodily conception of life, a pure devotee. So in that way, this could happen. So there was this Graha who was catching his feet. He was a Gandharva by name Huhu, Gandharva. And then this is in the Swed Dweep that he was. So Gandharva, like childish, and he was catching Deval Rishi's feet inside the water. So he became a little bit afraid that maybe a crocodile may have come and caught my feet. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also in his childhood, that was his way, but he is the supreme personality of Godhead. And sometime he will change the clothing from one place to another place. That is his play or pastime. But this Gandharva was really trying to hurt him or pull his leg of Deval Rishi. So Deval Rishi again cursed him that you become a crocodile. So he became a crocodile and is staying in the same lake where this Pandavanshi Indradimna Maharaj was. So Indradimna Maharaj became an elephant and this crocodile was a Huhu Gandharva. And then so there are some kalpa bhed, means in another some kalpa, when another day of Brahma, different things may happen. So every means they are also all right. If it is written in this proper scriptures, then they also should be taken. So Brajendra's prayers are mostly like Indradimna. So he means he was a very very learned man, and he was praying to him. This so what happened? The Gajara caught the hold of the like his leg was caught by this uh, crocodile, and then they were fighting for a long, long time. See Krishna and uh, Krishna, along with he was also fighting with his devotee for Samantak money and the Jambavan, and then they fought for 27 days, but this, Gandhar, this is in Satyug. We are talking about Satyug things. That was for 1,000 years in the water, and he was. Everybody left him after a few days. His wife, his children, his ministers, whoever his army, because he was a king there, this Gajaraj, in the jungle. So everybody left him, and that is the condition even now also. That if you have whatever you may do for others, if there is a time uh, to be rescued, nobody would come except Krishna. So except Krishna, just I read just today that there was a white girl and she was going in South Africa. It is a true story in ICC news that was there. So she went to the South Africa temple, and in the temple she liked the Narsimhadev and the prayer Namaste Narsimhaya, and she will keep a picture of that with her, and she will show it to her friends also, and her friends also started singing. But one day she was playing in front of her own house in South Africa, and then a big truck was coming with a uh, great speed, and she was playing a ball, and ball went all the way to the middle of the road, and she could not pull herself or come out, and the truck came, hit her, and she was like flying in the air, and then she fell down a little bit away. So she was not crushed by the truck, but she became unconscious by this fall, and she was taken to the hospital. Her father and many people came and went to the hospital. Doctor put her on ICCU and then took all X-rays and MRI, and so they did not find anything, not a single fracture. And the doctor was amazed at how it is possible that she was flying in the air and fell down after so many feet, and then so the nurse brought her in the X-ray. There is not a single fracture, whether in the ribs or skull or nowhere. So there must be something amazing that has happened. So he asked that is it pictures of that same girl or it is something differently. So he was asking many times. He said no, it is the same. It is the same one. So anyway, it is. So he went to see the girl, and then they were just talking that how amazing it is and what happened really. So some different pictures. So he checked again the whole body, and then meanwhile she woke up, and then the doctor was asking what happened, how are you, how you feel. So this girl said that when I was then I remembered nursing Dev, and then he came and half lion guard came and he holded me, and then on the back, and his nail marks were there on the back. He has big nails. Why he does not cut it off? So that was she was saying at that time, and it is a true story. It just happened maybe a year ago or not long ago, but they brought it to our notice. So Krishna always protects her. So what we have to do for protection? This Indradimna Maharaj, this crocodile was pulling him inside. His all the strength was gone. He could not really protect himself. He was at the verge of dying, and he remembered the previous his prayers as in Maharaj Indradimna, and he remembered and he was praying that, and he took a so Krishna came by hearing. He was with his eating, and then he left the eating. He just even without washing the hand, he called out to Garud, sat there, but Garud's speed was not that great. So he jumped out of Garud's back, and then when he was jumping out of the Garud's back, he ran towards, and then with his he pulled out like with the elephant's trunk, and along with elephant and this crocodile, both were pulled out of the water, and then with the Sudarshan Chakra he cut out, and when he cut out, then like again the Gandharva came out, a dazzling personality came, and he paid obeisances, and he told what happened, everything, that I was Gandharva, I was singing, but I was playing in my childhood. I was playing, and I caught hold of the leg of Deval Rishi, and that's why he cursed me. But see, he was protected before even, because he caught hold of a devotee's leg for so long. He was holding that. So, but Krishna came for Gajendra, so he saved him also, and Gajendra then. So these are the prayers of the Gajendra, and initially, like he was praying all the glorification of the Lord, but not a single time that he told that who is the supreme personality of Godhead, Krishna, Narayan, Vasudev. He did not say any of these things, and that is the why. But he is saying that I got delayed. He came, he protected him. So one should anytime and immediately we should call out to the Lord, not that thinking that I could protect her any another. Draupadi has also made the same mistake, that initially she was thinking that she will be able to protect herself, but she could not anyway. Then she raised her hand and called out, "Oh Dwarkavasim, please come." And anyway, he came in the form of the sari. Uh, so like that, Prahlad Maharaj was always remembering Krishna. Dhruv Maharaj wanted a bigger kingdom, but he waited like long time, like bigger thing, and then he heard his mother's advice that you go if you want something big, then you call out to Krishna. So any desires that may be there, it should be desire to please Krishna. And so in his prayers, most of the thing that depend on most of the uh, cosmos rest in him, his transcendental, his energy externally, he is eternally situated in the spiritual world. Means he creates, he is the creator, Maya Adhyakshana Prakati Suyate Sachara. By his under direction, everything is under him. So if there are, so Godhead is perceivable by the everyone. Only the pure devotee perceive his presence and activities. So Paritaranaya sadhana vinashaya dushnatam dharma samsthapanarthaya samavami yuge yuge. He comes every time. People do not have that much faith in him, and that's why they don't call out to him. One who knows that secret can enter the kingdom of God if they know the appearance and disappearance of the Supreme Lord, then they could enter into the kingdom of God. So that opportunity Krishna gives it, and he is the witness in everybody. So those are different prayers are there. So we have read already. You have read up to third. So we will be reading text number 4. Yah स्वात्मम् अनीदं निजमाययार्पितं क्वचित् विभातं क्वच तत्तिरोहितम् अविद्धद्रक्षाक्षुमयं तदीक्षते स आत्ममूलो अवतु मां परात्परः. So just see, I have some blepharitis, so the eyes tear out. Atma Mula means he is self-sufficient. Parat Paraha, he is transcendental to transcendently or above all the transcendences. There is transcendence means beyond this material world, and but he is Parat Param. There are Param, Param is supreme, but he is supreme of the supreme among all this. So so translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, by expanding His own energy, keeps His cosmic manifestation visible and again sometimes render it invisible. He is both the supreme cause and the supreme result, the observer and the witness in all circumstances. Thus He is transcendental to everything. May that Supreme Personality of Godhead give me protection. So it is a prayer and glorification and description of the Supreme Lord. That is, both are there. The purport, the Supreme Personality of Godhead has multipotencies. Therefore, as soon as He likes, He uses one of His potencies, and by that expansion, He creates this cosmic manifestation. Again, when the cosmic manifestation is annihilated, it rests in Him. Nonetheless, He is infallibly the supreme observer under any circumstance. The Supreme Lord is changeless. He is simply a witness and is aloof from all creation and annihilation. So He creates, but He is aloof. Just like a king is sitting in his palace and he orders, and by his energies everything happens. So same thing that Krishna means he has Parasya Sakti Vividhaiva Suyate, that there is many Swabhavaki Jnana Balakriya, that he has multiporous energies and he could call out to any energy. In his pastimes it is Mahamaya, she comes and she takes care of everything, all the creation. So this verse that comes in the purport that Srila Prabhupada is writing, Parasya Saktir Vivideva Shroyate Swabhavaki Jnana Balakriyacha. So in 3rd canto, 24th chapter, that is verse number 33. Param Pradhanam Purusham Mahantam Kalam Kavim Tri Vaktram Dokapalam Atmanubhotyanu Gata Prapancham Swachanda Shaktim Kapilam Prapade. So this is Kapil Muni is talking to his mother, Devhuti. So they are instruction of Devhuti. Just one second. Manita, I will call you. I have a class right now. I will call you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
So this prayer, it is similar kind like the Gajendra is praying to the Supreme Lord. I surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, descended in the form of Kapila, who is independently powerful and transcendental, who is Supreme Person and the Lord of the sum total of matter and the elements of time, who is fully cognizant, maintainer of all the universes under the 3 modes of material nature, and who absorbs the material manifestation after their dissolution. So he's just saying that when so everything that is created by him, he creates, he maintains, he destroys, and this cycle, and they remain in the. So this is about how this creation happens. So it is all under the supervision. Maya Dhyakshena Prakriti Suyate Sa Characharam Hetu Nanenu Tu Kaunteya Jagat Viparivarate. So he is the sum total of everything, and nothing is. People may say that he created and he left us to suffer, and or he does not know, or he disappeared. Those are not the things. He has full control, even if our suffering that we see, but that suffering is also Krishna's mercy. Krishna is Bhavagrahi Janardhan. If you speak like in a different language, there are some words are not there, like Hindu and Sindhu. Across the Sindhu River, the Muslims don't call Sa, but they call Ha. In another languages also that some word is disappeared. So Bhavagrahi Janardhan, what does it mean? That you are pronouncing somewhat differently. The foolish person, they call him Vishnava or Vishnave, and who are learned, they call him just like Radharani is called Radhe. So also the Vishnu is called by another name. But Krishna, whatever name you call, he sees your heart. That is what you want. Like this elephant, he called out. He might not be able to speak very properly, but when Lord removed his leg from the crocodile, then he went to his Gandharva lok and he again established there. So he was liberated first from this body, but here he is praying and he prayed and he offered a flower. So Patram Pushpam Phalam to him. He remembered those prayers, and these are the prayers that he. So this Prahlad Maharaj is hardly 5-year-old, but just by a touch of his head by the Narsingadev, he made so beautiful prayers that it is famous all over the Srimad Bhagavatam and who prays. Dhruva Maharaj, he was touched by the conch shell on his cheek and he could pray so nicely. So prayers, one thing that prayers are, you may say, should be done not only by your own prayers, but it should not be with false pride or something to ask a Lord for so many gifts or so many things to become. So those should not be are not the prayer. That's why we don't sing our ISKCON temple Om Jai Jagdish Hare, because it is for your own benefit. It's like you don't get. I mean, there are many ways that it is asking the Lord and putting the Lord in awkward position. Prahlad Maharaj asked that, please, if you are giving me, then make my like mind that I never ask for anything. But he asked, even after so much trouble by his own father, he asked that please liberate him, please forgive him. But Lord Narsingh, they said that your 21 generations are liberated. So even with this Lord is with 6 opulences. So prayers, vandana are that should be there, but it is in a surrender mode. But we should be surrendered to the Lord, and His Holiness Satsura Maharaj wrote a whole book by name Vandana, our prayers to the Supreme Lord. So it should be done. Our own prayer should not be, it's a better to have all these astaks, that is all the prayers. Hare Krishna mantra is also a prayer to the Supreme Lord. That, oh Lord, please engage me in your loving devotional service. Or it is, and you say Hare, how this Hare or Hara, wording is become. So there is, that it is a claim like it is addressing to the Lord, and then from Hari also it becomes Hara. So both are it's a, so these are prayers to Radharani and Krishna. Both are there. So Hara means who takes away everything inauspicious in our life, and then also he provides all auspiciousness. He provides the name of Vishnu, it is the name of Krishna. So he provides us everything what is needed. So Krishna has 6 opulences. So this is all the verses that Gajendra is praying: wealth, strength, fame, beauty, knowledge, and renunciation. They are indicated by this Kardam Muni, who addresses the Kapil Muni. So this is prayers by Kardam Muni to Kapil, his son, as Param, but his Parapar is much more than. So the word Param is used in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam. In the phrase Param Satyam, to refer to the Samam Bonam, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So these are all different prayers. They are all similar in the way that He is our protector, He is our maintainer, He rotates us, and annihilation is there, and He gives us a strength to worship Him. So if we take His direction, then we could get out of this material world very easily. And in Kali Yuga, He made it much more easier in the Kali Yuga. Why He made it easier? Because people are so fallen, so degraded, they cannot do the things which could be done in Satyug or Dwapar Yuga or Treta Yuga. But Kali Yuga, so that is why the Kali Yuga is praised by many saintly people, that you could get freedom and even love of Godhead, which cannot be obtained by even in another yugas. That's why the demigods are waiting in the line to be born in devotee family, so they could take to devotional service, which they cannot pray in higher planetary system. They cannot pray in Swargalok or Janlok or Taplok, because they are in so much opulence. Like Lakshmi Devi, she wanted to enter the Ras Leela, but she could not enter because she has that feeling that she is very opulent, that bhav in her, that she is great, she could make anybody very rich. So that opulent way, one has to be very humble and surrendered. That humbleness cannot come with too many possessions. So Param is explained further by the next word, Param Pradhanam, which means the chief. So I won't go for a whole day. That everything, present, past, and future, is in every corner of the universe. The material world, which is moving under the spell of the three modes of material nature. That also, that we think that I am the doer, but whatever mode we are in, goodness, patience, or ignorance, that is rotating the whole world. You do all the activity. As prakate kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasha ahankara vimodatma kartamiti manyate. That I feel that I am the karta, but I am not the doer. No, it is done by the prakriti, and prakriti has these three gunas. But three gunas are awarded to us according to our situation, what we think, what we eat, who is our friends, what is our circle, how we live. So all that's why if we live satviki or in good association, get blessings, have means even family, whatever that you have, but it should be all surrendered to Krishna. It should be all for purpose of Krishna. It should be all for bringing people back to Krishna's lotus feet. Uh, so, so this whole world is moving under the modes of the nature. This is the manifestation. These modes are manifestation of his energy. So again, this is the Parasha Saktir Vividayava Shuyate. Everything that we see is an interaction of the energies. Parasya Brahmana, this Adinam Akhilam Jagat. This is the version of the Vishnu Puran. We can understand that whatever we see is an interaction of the three modes of material nature. And it is all the interaction of the Lord's energy, Lokapalam. So Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam Eko Vai Bhavana Yo Vidadati Kaman. So Nityo Nityanam, Krishna is eternal. And also he makes us like he comes as a human being, so we could relate closely, we could embrace him, we could play with him in any of the modes with awe and reverence, or Dashya Bhav, Sakya Bhav, Vatsalya Bhav, or Madhurya Bhav. And then Krishna, beyond even the Madhurya, he wants that if somebody is separated, then that is even more remembering. If you remember, because Krishna sees our heart, and if you remember Krishna, even in separation, he likes it that way rather than Milan, Sambhog and Viyog. So in this Viyog, Krishna remains. That's why Sita Mata, she went, and then Lord Ramchandra was remembering her, and Sita Mata was remembering him. But they were not together for many years. Lord Ramchandra did many Ashwamedh Yagyas, 11, and he ruled Ayodhya for 11,000 years. And everybody, whole city, they went to Saket Dham or his own abode, because everybody requests, please take us. So he went into Saryu Nadi, and they all went, whole city went back home, back to Godhead. So Kapil Muni appeared as the son of Kardam Muni. But because Kapil is an incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Kardam Muni offered respectful obeisances unto him with all surrender. Although he is the son, but he is paying him obeisances to his son. So it's not that what is by the age, but it is by how much we are closer to Krishna, how much we are surrendered, how much we have less attraction for the enjoyment of the material nature. The Lord descends either as Kapil or Ram, Narasimha, Varaha, and whatever form he assumes in the material world. are all manifestations of his own personal internal energy. So he appears with his internal energy, but we are the material world, our creation is part of his external energy, and he is the controller of the external energy. And we are all marginal energy that we have endowed, that we are attracted to, or we should go to Krishna's abode. That is our real place. So we are just living in a wrong place, or we are making our home in a bridge, but we should be going back to Krishna's abode, there where we could remain in our real situation with the soul and with playing. So everything in the spiritual world is conscious of Krishna. They all want to serve Krishna. Even his food or rasgulla, gulab jamun, they all sentient, they all speak, they all. So there is nothing dead. Whole thing is not here like in the material world or external energy of the Lord. So we are Krishna conscious, but we have forgotten or covered by the external energy called Maya or Prakriti, but it could be removed by chanting. That is the main thing for this age. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama eva kevalam, kalau nasteva gatiranyata. So whatever sinful activity you may be doing, it does not really matter. But if you at least chant the holy name, associate with saintly people, and only eat prasad and serve Krishna wholeheartedly, Krishna sees our heart. And so Krishna does not see how you live, whether you are very beautiful or very wealthy, or he does not really matter whether you are millionaire or billionaire or big post. Krishna sees his heart, and Krishna sees that whatever that our heart is filled with Krishna consciousness. He does not really care for all those things. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Avajanante mam mura manushim tanum ashitam. Param bhavam ajananto mama bhutam aishwaram. Those who are rascals and fools deride me when God descends in a form. This does not mean that he assumes his form with the help of the material energy. That is also some of the Mayavadi things, that he got this form through the Maya, but we are all formless. Our God is formless. We have form, but God has no form. Nirakar. She manifests his spiritual form as he exists in the spiritual kingdom. So he comes to this material world, and the human form, Avajananti Mamura, people laugh when he comes in this form. That is so we could also, because this bhakti is easily available to people who have this human form, particularly in Bharat Bhumi. Why? Because people know about God from the very beginning of their life. So Bharat Bhumi te hela manushya janmaya, janma sarthak kari kara para upakar, that you benefit others, but first we have to become a devotee. Janma sarthak kari. So it is a clear instruction that sarthak means we become devotee of Krishna. We remember him. We all the time, in whatever situation we may be, we serve him, and we serve his other devotees to bring them back to Krishna's abode. Who are seniors, you respect them. Who are of your kind, you make friendship of them. And who are lower than you, means who are innocent, then bring them to the lotus feet of the Lord by telling this about Krishna consciousness. But Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem is there in everyone. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem Sadhya ka Munai Shravanadi Shuddha Chitte Karayavadaya. And that people may say, why I am living nicely, why I should be serving Krishna. I am happy, but what would happen? And this happiness is there because of your last good karma. We have been rotting in the material world from time immemorial. So there are Bhagavad Gita, and any scripture you see, it is the same thing that has been given again and again. So about this verse again that we have, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, by expanding his own energy, keeps this cosmic manifestation visible, and again sometimes renders it invisible. He is both the supreme cause and supreme result. So whatever result we see, you see people are suffering, it's because we wanted suffering. We have done something sinful, and we have to suffer the resultant reaction. So the observer, he is the observer, he is the witness. Thus, he is transcendental to everything. And that is a prayer that made it Supreme Lord of Godhead, give me protection. So it is a deep expression of surrender. He's saying that this is Gajendra is saying it is the realization of the soul who has exhausted all other options, with nothing work. So he somehow, but any beginning or if you are chanting all the time, Krishna will protect you right away. Krishna, like Ajamil, when he called out to Ajamil called out to Narayan, his own son even, but because he was completely like hopeless. And then Narayan here, even if it is in the like Nama Bhas, Krishna hears that it is at least my name, so my name should have the effect. And he did it as if he's calling out in a pure way. So, so we should understand that it is futility of depending on material arrangements. We should not depend on our wealth or whatever position or insurances. We should not depend on. So Gajendra was a powerful king among elephants. He had everything: the strength, resources, respect. Yet, when attacked by a crocodile in the water, he realized none of that could help him. So everything in the material world is fallible except the Supreme Lord. So after years of struggle, the only result left was to cry out to the Supreme Lord. So we should cry out like a baby cries out for his mother, and mother immediately comes. But if you give up the shelter of the mother, like child becomes older, then mother does not care that he can care for himself. Why I should go? So this word by word, little bit of life. So the Lord is controller of the manifest and unmanifested creation, as beginning and end, as an impartial observer. So Prabhupada is saying in this purport, reminds us that Krishna, though through his potencies, create, maintain, and dissolves the universe effortlessly. So particularly what we are learning is the manifestation and dissolution of the universe is done by the Lord, supreme cause and supreme result. Supreme cause is Krishna, the result is Krishna, the Lord is witness and the observer. So he sees, he is as Paramatma in our heart, and he is also through sun, moon, night, day, when he is observing us. The Lord is witness and observer and transcendence and protection, that he protects us. He is transcendental, he is not of the material world. People may come, Prabhupada gives the example that if a king goes to the prison house, other prisoners, like we are all prisoners. So we think that, oh, he is one of the recruit. But no, he is supreme. We are just infinitesimal and depend on Krishna. So that we learn these four things, that the manifestation and dissolution is done. The world appears and disappears in cycles like waves in the ocean. So Krishna does not have to do any labor for this. He simply glances. He simply glances on the material nature, Mahat Tattva. And so that is done, means Krishna, when he comes, many other forms are also in him, like at least Vasudeva was with him. But when he does, so any incarnation that is needed, not that all the incarnations are there in the body of Krishna. Krishna expands into many ways, but they are all separate and come for particular purpose. So this is done through the agency of Mahavishnu or Karanadaksha Vishnu. He glances, but he glances through the agency of Shiva. Yah Shambhutam api tatha samupaiti karya. That all this is done by Shambhu. So Shambhu is and that he is our father, but he is just transmitter. He is just an agent to take the soul on his karma, or mind, intelligence, ego that goes in, and then they are lying there. But when then Brahma gives them the body according to what they have been thinking, or according to what is there at the end of the previous millennium or previous kalpa. So in this way, the creation happens. And this is just by his glancing through Mahavishnu. He is engaged in playing with his devotees in the spiritual kingdom. But he expands in multi-phases like the waves in the ocean. They are there. So in Bhagavad Gita 9:8, there is some Krishna says Prakatim from this time. So I will just read that verse 7, 8. So 7. Anyway, that is the no 9-8, not 7-8. Sorry. Pratim swam avastabhyam vishtachami puna puna bhutagramam imam krishnam avasham prakatir vashat. The whole cosmic order is under me, under my will. It is automatically manifested again and again, and under my will, it is annihilated at the end. So this is very nice verse. It is about the creation. At the creation, the material energy is let loose as the Mahat Tattva. So there is Mahat Tattva and Prakriti. Prakriti is in its Samyavastha. Samyavastha in equilibrium. But when so that has to be awakened, and that awakening process is done by glance of Mahavishnu. He glances and then he puts the Jiva soul also along that were there in the previous millennium. They rest in the body of Mahavishnu. All the Jiva from all the universes, not just one universe, they remain in the body when the Brahma's life is end. And Brahma's life depends on, see, like when you breathe then first, and then it goes quite far away. So those universes, they go far away, then they are the biggest universe. And then we are at the end of the breathing. And then we are annihilated first. So what part of the breathing of Mahavishnu? Mahavishnu's breathing is so many, like all the Brahma's life is finished at that time. So you could imagine how great, means it is unconceivable that how just his one breath he creates, and one breath he dissolves whole universes. So creation, at the creation, the material energy is let loose at the Mahat Tattva. So Prakriti is just substances that is created by the Supreme Lord by the external energy. They remain inactive. When we looks, it becomes activated. Like when the husband and wife, they meet, they come together, and then she could be pregnant by associating together. So his glance is that it creates all the Siva. But it is not the, it is through the agency of Lord Shiva. Why the agency? Why it will take? Because he does not want to come in touch with the external energy. She remains always behind. The Maya or Prakriti does not come in front. She vilajyamana, and she's shy that she's doing this kind of work to put the Jiva soul in the material world. But that is a thankless task. Just like Kaikeyi did a thankless task for Lord Ramchandra, that he could go to the forest and not just rule. Lord Ram did not born to just remain and rule the kingdom. He did it afterwards, but that was first he wanted to kill all the demons in Dandakaranya and 14,000, and then Ram Ravan Yuddha and so many. Although monkeys were all devotees, they were all demigods, and they were serving. They came as monkeys to help him. So Mahat Tattva, into which the Lord as his first Purusha avatar. So there are three Purush means enjoyer. So there are three Purusha avatars: Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. They are all come from Krishna, but also Purusha avatar. Like there are three Purush: Garbhodakshay Vishnu, Mahavishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu, and Shirodakshay Vishnu. That are Purusha avatars. And that is Gunavatar. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh are Gunavatar. So Mahavishnu enters. He lies within the causal ocean. Causal, why this name? He is the cause of all the universes. And breathes out innumerable universes. And into each universe, the Lord again enters as Garbhodakshay Vishnu. Each universe is that way created. He is still further manifest himself as Shirodakshay Vishnu. And that Vishnu enters into everything. Shirodakshay Vishnu. So this is the verse, is 9-8 that we are reading. So in this it is all given. This is from Bhagavad Gita. And same Shirodakshay Vishnu expands into Paramatma, which remains inside every atom, and not just soul, but also in between the atoms, he lives there. So all this energy, so he is the observer. So what Mahavishnu does, or that is all given. What is the job of Mahavishnu? What does it do? Upadrashta Anumanta cha Bharta Bhokta Maheshwara. This is in 1323. Parmatmeti Chap Yukto Dehasmin Purushapara. That is Mahavishnu, yet in this body is the another, in our body, like everybody has a transcendental enjoyer. He is the real enjoyer. We think that I am enjoying, but we are not the enjoyer. Who is the Lord, the supreme proprietor, who exists as the overseer and permitter. He sees everything. He permits to do anything. Like we want to move our, say, finger to touch the nose, and one cannot do it. He could be paralyzed. It is done by, first it is done by Paramatma. He sanctioned it. Atma hears that, and from Atma it goes through all the nerve cells and everything that we could move our finger, our hand. So everything, every activity, even blinking our eyes, is done by Krishna. It is not that, oh, I'm free, I could do. We are not free. We are shackled. We are inside. We are in the prison house, and He gave us little independence, and because of that little independence, we are in the material world rotting, and we have to get out of this prison house. There is people are, some are imprisoned by their food habits. Even a tea is greater than the person, because tea does not let him wake come up or do any activity. Even tamoguni foods like onion, garlic, or meat eating, they are all abominable. So if you read some of the purport, is para. Para means transcendental. Param means again transcendental, not of the material. Param Satyam Dhimayi. In the very first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, that is the Param Satya. All in the material world, it is all relative, but there is nothing Param. So Satya means only the truth is Krishna, and we should really take shelter of him. So the individual soul enjoys the activities of a particular field, but the super soul is present not as finite enjoyer, nor as the one taking part in bodily activities, but as the witness, overseer, permitter, and supreme enjoyer. His name is Paramatma. The fact is that every individual, this is the second paragraph, every individual living entity is eternally part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. It's not part and parcel like a stone and you take it a piece out. No, it is everybody is complete. Complete in the sense of that Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purna Mudashyate Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. So we are Purna because we are endowed with all the faculty to become Purna, to become Parshad of Krishna, to play with Krishna, to go back home. But we have taken the role, so we are because we are not really taking instruction from Paramatma. He gives us, don't do this, surrender to me. And he brings so many things for us to take us home, our real home. Is the scriptures, sadhus, certain rivers, certain Ekadashi and other Kartik month and other month. So many things that Krishna does for us. And he comes to play and he remains with us as Paramatma. He comes to play us and show us that what is the activity of the spiritual world. So we could see, just like he came 5,000 or 200 years ago in Vrindavan, and just by seeing, reading his activity in 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, we can understand the play of the Lord. And we could become part of that play. But we think that here the play in the material world is good. People who work in the mines, miles down under the earth in a dark area and very risky, it is smelling so much coal and bad gases, but they don't want to come. Is there somebody asked them, do you want to come? Oh, is there any newspaper? Is there any TV? Can we watch that? So people don't want to come. But if we desire, just like Rajendra wanted to be free, immediately Krishna comes and helps us. So every individual living entity is eternally part and parcel of Supreme Lord, and both of them are very, very intimately related as friends. And that's why it takes the form of human being. But the living entity has the tendency to reject the sanction of the Supreme Lord and act independently in an attempt to dominate. That is the nature that we want to become God. We want to dominate. We want to become like controller, enjoyer, bhokta. Bhokta means enjoyer. Controller means Ishvara. So we have Ishvara Bhava. It is in Krishna, but we have to understand that we are subordinate. We are Das. Dasa Dasanu Das. Gopi Bhartur Padakamaleo Dasa Dasanu Das. Lord, Supreme Lord. And because he has this tendency, he is called the marginal energy of the Supreme Lord. The living entity can be situated either in the material energy or in the spiritual energy. We cannot remain. This Tatastha Shakti is like material energy is all the time there, but marginal energy is annihilated again and again. Prakritim Swamadhistas Sambhavami, and he comes again and again to reclaim us. But if you want to go, if we have that lolupta like a man has for a woman or woman has a kamai nari pyari jimi lobai prijimi dam timi roganatha nirantara basav harday Shri Ram. So that if we do that, then so he gives instructions as stated in Bhagavad Gita, and from within he tries to convince us, the living entity, that his activities in the material field are not conducive to the real happiness. We want happiness. Anando Maya Bhyasat, we all want, but happiness is flickering, very temporary. It will go away, and we think that everything that I will live forever. That is not possible. We are eternal as a soul, but the body is not eternal. So body has to be given. Just give it up and turn your faith towards me. Then you will be happy. He said, this is, he means Krishna. Thus the intelligent person who places his faith in the Paramatma or the Supreme Personality of Godhead begins to advance toward a blissful eternal life of knowledge. So we have no knowledge, we have forgotten that knowledge, and that's why we are in the material world. But the Krishna gives torchlight of knowledge, or his spiritual master gives that same knowledge that Krishna wants, and we could go back home, back to Godhead. So there are, Krishna says that I am the doer. Chatushloki Bhagavad Gita 10:8 Aham Sarvasya Prabhu Matta Sarvam Pravartate Iti Matva Bhajante Ma. Means everything so Buddha Bhava Samanvita. So everything definitely comes from him, and we should be able to pursue that, or we should be able to learn all that. Much, and the devotees, they talk about Krishna. So he is the source. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly knows this energy in my devotional service, know this, engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. So sometimes, like, because of the tears that comes, that blocks my vision. But anyway, and then Krishna's this next verse also, Matchitta Matagata Prana. The devotees, what is the activity of the devotees? Bodhayanta Parasparam. That is the next verse. Kathayanta Shamam Nityam Tushyanti Charananti. So why I am reading this, that Gajendra is praying all this, what is already given to us, but through one after another, same knowledge is being given, maybe repeated, but repetition, it's not that we come and we take that instruction. We have to told again and again, because we are in the material world from time immemorial, and everything is ingrained in our chitta, in our mind, in our intelligence. So how to get out? By again and again. Just like one student was like, he could not remember or learn everything, but he went to a well, and there was like with iron and the jagat, or where they fetch the water, and then by again and repeated, it cut out the iron, or it made lines. So rasani avata jatake silpar par nishan. Karata karata abhyasate jadamati hoye sujan. That one who is completely dull, jadamati, but he becomes very intelligent. Just like he observed on the well that even with a soft rope, he is cutting the iron which could not be cut otherwise. But it is again and again you remember. So that's why we read in all the scripture, the instruction are the same practically, and that Krishna is the creator, maintainer, dissolver, he is our supreme Lord, and we are his servant. So even a person who is not literate, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to a person, he was crying and his book was upside down. And but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, what are you reading? My Guru Maharaj told me to just read Bhagavad Gita. But are you literate? Can you read? No, I can't read it. I'm illiterate. Why you are crying? Because I see that Krishna is taking some menial servant of his devotee Arjun. So he's the chariot driver, which is a very low kind of work. And then although he's the Supreme Lord, so how kind, how nice he is. Krishna, if you see, like Yudhishthir Maharaj's yajna, he took the job of throwing the pathas, cleaning the place, and throwing the used like dirty plates eaten by others. So can you imagine how he serves his own devotees? He pays obeisances to Yudhishthir and Bhima also. Although everybody is dependent and they know that he's the Supreme Lord, but he acts so we could be close to him. There are so many Kuntis praying that please stay here. Means don't go and give me more suffering. It's not that she wants suffering. It is that Krishna, her main aim is Krishna. That Krishna could remain here. And she could be with Krishna more and more. Or in remembrance, he could also be there. Yes, we remember Krishna may not come, but if we could remember Krishna every moment, every second, every minute, then also Krishna is with us. So, a little bit more about. So, first is teaching is manifestation, dissolution is done. That a spider like she makes a web from its own body and we try it later. No external tools are necessary. So, when we see material creation, we should remember the hand of Krishna behind it all. This world is not our home. It is Krishna's temporary arrangement for our purification. Reformation. This material world is a jail. It is a reformatory place, penitentiary, correction facility. But if we don't take the advantage, then what can be done? It is for us to. So only the advantage is in the way of serving him, glorifying him, making friends of him. So he's the supreme cause and supreme result. Krishna is not only the creator, but is also the purpose. Purpose is that we see Krishna. I am the source of his spiritual. That is 10 that we read already, everything. So we often pursue various results in life, wealth, relationship, success, but Krishna is the ultimate result. Our ultimate success is with Krishna. Just like a thief prays to Krishna, please let me steal this rich man's jewel. And the rich man prays, let me keep my jewels safe. So Krishna fulfills both prayers. Both prayers, although the prayer is different. Like somebody may say that let there be rain. Somebody may say let there not be any rain. What Krishna satisfies both of them. Like he went to King Bahulashwa and also Sutakirti was a devotee. Very, very poor man. But he went to both of them. So he protects him and he also, the thief can steal also. How he could steal? If it is in his karma, he could steal also. But it is all by Krishna. So both realizes at the end that Krishna is not to be used for material desire. He is the ultimate goal. The devotee does not desire liberation even, simply desire to serve. Means devotee does not even want to go back home, back to Godhead. But he wants to remain even in the material world as servant of Krishna. So, Upadrashta Anumantacha that we read that Jad Bharat was a realized soul who pretended to be dull to avoid material interaction. Even when mistreated, he remembered Krishna within and stayed fixed. Krishna saw everything. So Jad Bharat, like Draupadi surrender. Draupadi was disrobed. She first tried to protect herself, but finally she raised her hands and cried, Hey Govinda. At that moment, Krishna protected her. So Krishna is waiting for our surrender. If we don't call him, he is watching silently, not to punish, but to give us the opportunity to turn to him. So if you turn to him, then Krishna definitely takes care of us, take us home back to Krishna's abode. So Krishna is not an order supplier. He is the Lord. When we become humble, he becomes active. If we treat him as an order supplier, then he does not come, he does not show us, he does not, but his mercy is there. If order supplier, he gives you order. But devotees don't want, means if you ask wealth, just like an old lady, she had so much bunch of wood and she could not put it on the head. So she cried out, Oh my Lord, please come, help me, because there was nobody to put this. So Krishna comes, what can I do for you? then just put this load on me. So we are asking for more material loads by asking opulences and other things. But he could please give us so we serve you there. We are your servant. Please give us opportunity to serve. And that is this Maha Mantra that we are praying to the Lord. So he is transcendental, he is protector. Yes, Guruji in the end said, may that Supreme Lord protect me. So protection does not always mean removal of danger. Protection does not mean that he removes the danger. It means giving the shelter of his lotus feet. Somewhere he may not come, but that does not mean he is still protecting our bhakti. Hiranyakashipu tried to kill Prahlad in so many ways, but Prahlad never asked Krishna for protection. He only glorified him, and Krishna protected him at every stage. So we should not ask Krishna to fix our problems. There may be many, many problems. From sicknesses, house falling, no money, no food. We should ask him to fix our heart on him. So Krishna sometimes puts the devotee in difficulty. Just make the devotee fall upon him more intently. So sometime if you are doing devotional service and sometime you want to enjoy the material world, so Krishna says in Srimad Bhagavatam in 1088 and other many places, Yashyaham anugrannami harisheta dhanam shnai, that gradually take his wealth out. So see, demigods people worship and don't come to Krishna. That sometimes Krishna devotees are poor. But he takes the wealth that there is, because wealth creates like more friendship, more godship, more wasting time. Our mind is not on Krishna and you want to enjoy the wealth. Like the wealth like dhan, and then we are like 4 purusharthas are there. And that purusharth is that then you want to enjoy, then you want to. So dharma, artha, that from dharma you get artha, kama, your enjoyment of your desire, and then you want liberation. That liberation, that means you just pull us out. But it is not really, we should ask for Pancham Purushartha is praying. Krishna likes to love us, and we also are looking for love. So that is only exchange between a pure devotee and the Supreme Lord. It is available in Kali Yuga easily. So I request all of that love Krishna, serve him, acknowledge him. So this verse shows us that Krishna is not only the creator, not only the goal, but not only the witness, but he is the loving protector. He loves us and we should love him. So let us become like Gajendra, acknowledge our helplessness, that I am helpless. Remember Krishna is the source of everything and surrender fully, not partially. So this Prabhupada is saying that let us just pray. Krishna consciousness means to feel the presence of the Lord in every moment. The devotee prays for danger. If the danger helps him, remember Krishna. So we could pray for our danger like Gajendra, but if that serves, if that causes remembrance, Draupadi remembered later on, but he did came. So we can pray, but if as long as we pray for not that, oh, that insurance or that policeman would come and help me, that so you first call out to Krishna. That is the way, and then he will guide you what to do, how to come back to him, how to serve him. So we should feel the presence of the Lord at every step, at every moment. Always remember Krishna and never forget him. That is the ultimate teaching of all these scriptures. Thank you so much. I will end here. If there is any comments, questions, we can discuss. Shama, यहाँ तो जरा. अरे तू यहाँ.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for such a beautiful class. Very grateful to you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for taking us from different verses of Srimad Bhagavatam and making us understand how Krishna is the ultimate creator. He is the cause of everything. And we have to ultimately pray for him for everything. Everything that is happening only because of his will. So he is a protector. So we need to pray for him. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. And also explaining the background of Gajendra and also the Gandharva. Who is a crocodile. All that explanation is very nice, Prabhuji, so that we can understand what we are reading this in this chapter. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Very, very grateful to you. Prabhuji, may I know from which book you were reading?
Oh, I read from one thing is third canto. I think you brought those verses. Third canto part 2, text number. I was also reading from Bhagavad Gita. Also, I have a Bhaktamal. Bhaktamal. It's a lot in many volumes, but it is and then it's explanation about the life of many devotees are given there, hundreds of devotees and their life, how they came, what they were in the previous life. So some part that I was looking at this Purvard and Uttarard Bhaktamal. So Bhaktamal, it has been translated in English also now, but who has done it, I do not know. But I have in Hindi about the Bhaktamal. That's what I was looking.
Haribol, thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very grateful to you. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, we open the forum for the question and answers. If anybody have any questions, realizations, please go ahead. So, Prabhuji, now you are in Dallas?
No, I am in Parsippany and I am leaving day after tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Tuesday, 13th.
Mhm.
Then I will be in India and I can again come for the classes.
Haribol, Haribol.
Haribol. Thank you for giving me opportunity. Thank you for everybody's listening with and there's so much time that they are giving. So it's my service to Srila Prabhupada and I'm
Thank
happy.
you, Prabhuji, for your association. We are really very grateful to you. I think Radharaman Prabhu has unmuted. Please go ahead, Prabhu, with your question or realization.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dhanu Pranam, Jai Shri Pad. Yeah, Maharaj, thank you for the class. Wonderful class as always. And thank you for giving your association a couple of weeks back, and we really enjoyed it. Everybody liked it, and yeah, we are. And you have a safe journey back to Khargon. And everybody, you must visit Khargon. It's near Mumbai. It's a beautiful temple.
Near Indore more so.
Yeah, Indore, Mumbai. It's not too far from Mumbai either. So you must visit it, and it's a great temple. You should see it. I mean, it's a Maharaj has spent a lot of time, energy, and meticulously planned everything. So yeah, thank you, Maharaj. Once again, Danva Pranam. Jai Shri Pad.
Jai Srila Prabhupada. So it's really, I like to associate with devotees. So when you all come, I become happy. So although I may not be narrating in a smooth way, like I'm not a big orator, but I just give a present what I feel.
We are also happy to see you, Maharaj, and also get your association. We are really grateful to you. With your blessings, we all can go further in our Krishna consciousness with your association. Thank you so much. We are learning a lot from you.
Thanks, all of you. Thank you.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Himangi Gopeshwari Mataji, please go ahead with your question.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you for giving me the opportunity. Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you
Hare
for
Krishna,
this
Mataji.
beautiful class. I just had a quick question that you mentioned that we should always remember Krishna, never forget him even for a second. And I hear this in so many classes, but when I am at least in the moment when, things are not going the way I like, I don't remember Krishna. So how to develop that, Maharaj?
Okay, it's a very nice question, very beautiful question. So first, we should surrender our body, mind, words, everything to Krishna. And whatever you do, it is part of Krishna consciousness. I could give just one example. Krishna told Narad Muni that this farmer is my greatest devotee. He said that how he could be great. I'm chanting, going here and there, but he's just plowing and taking care of his family nicely. In the morning, evening, he may take the names of Krishna. So Krishna asked him to bring a pot of oil filled with up to the brim and walk through almost a mile on this rough terrain. So he was doing that to fulfilling the desire of Krishna, and he came back, and Krishna said that how many times did you remember? He says, not a single time. My mind was on this pot of oil, because Krishna asked him. So Krishna is asking him to do your duties properly, thinking that he is the car. He is putting you into certain duties, like family, you are marrying, you have children. So think that children are been given to you to make them devotees under your care. You become nimitta. He told Arjuna also, nimitta matra bhava savesachin. You fight and kill all this other time, but you are the nimitta. Really, Krishna does everything. He shows by his all this. We read this that he is the doer, he is the cause, yeah, and he is the effect also. So if you remember that Krishna is all in all, and I am just his menial servant, and I should do according to what he is saying. So if you put your life in hand of Krishna, that is called surrender, Sharanagati, and then let Krishna do whatever he wants with us. Maro biya, rakho biya, jo kichu kumar. आश्लिष्य वा पादरतं पिनस्तु माम अदर्शनं मर्म हतं करोतु वा यथा तथा वा विदधातु लम्बतो मत प्राणनाथस्तु सैव नापर. So if we, that you are my prananath, whatever you want to do, you do it. So if we take all these things that what you do as a service to Krishna, Krishna is in the center, and we are doing, see, like credit and everything goes to the king. So you do according to what he wants you to play. It is play of the Lord. If you play, like say, some in a movie on the stage, then the director gives you certain charm. So you have to do according to what he wants, not what you are like. Like you have beautiful woman or someone, and then you, oh, she's my wife. No, she will slap you. So Maya will slap us. So we should act according to Krishna's desire, not according whimsically according to our desire. We are not the doer, we are not the enjoyer. Bhoktaram yagitatasam sarvadokam Maheshwara. He is Maha Ishwar of everything. Bhokta means enjoyer. Sarva, his supreme controller. We want to control, we can't control anything. Our own finger moving to the nose, we can't control. Sarva, Surodam, he is our well-wisher. So we should think that he is my well-wisher. Whatever he does is good for me. If we accept those things, then we will be obtain Shanti and could go back home, back to God. So you say that we can't remember, I agree every time. But if you do everything, you surrender to him, means by mansa vacha karmana, means by your activity, by in your mind, by your talking, you talk about Krishna. Don't talk nonsense or grama charcha. If we could do those, and that is happen by practice. If you practice that, don't do any Vaishnava prana. Try to serve the Vaishnavas. So Name Ruchi, then Vaishnava Seva, and Jive Daya. These three things are very prominent. So if you could do that, surely you will come back home. Krishna will call you. Or they will, but even you go in Krishna Lok or not, but if you just serve that mentality, you are in the spiritual kingdom. You are Jivan Mukt, living here with freedom, with free from material entanglement is because of our mind, which is not controlled. We should control. Manaiva Manushanam Karanam Bandha Mokshayo. We are bound up by our mind and ropes. Maithunagar, the world is a prison house. But we think that we will enjoy. And because of our propensity to enjoy the material world, we are caught. You enjoy in service to Krishna. You offer Krishna nice bhog, chappan bhog, and you enjoy that. That I am taking your prasad. So it's part of Krishna, but not independently. Independent, even Brahma or even Vishnu is not independent. To consider Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma to be independent of Lord Vishnu, are thinking that I am God, I am the enjoyer. We are not enjoyer, we are not controller. So we let Krishna be enjoyer. That is his position. And we want to deny that, and that's why we are here. Okay, does this help you?
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you so much for this beautiful answer. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj, for that beautiful answer. Hare Krishna. Harita Mataji, please go ahead with your question.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances, Maharaj. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj and Gauranga. Maharaj, actually, you were telling about the Gandharva, right, Maharaj? So the Gandharva was also taken back to Golok Vrindavan by Lord.
No. He saw the Lord, but because he served the devotee, Gajendra, by taking his dust of his feet. That's why, but when he became Gandharva again, then later on, whatever, but he will go much sooner because he saw the vision of Krishna. His head was like Sudarshan Chakra cut off his mouth or neck. So anyway, but because he was holding Gajendra, but he was committed mistake by thinking like that Muni, that he was catching his leg, like some crocodile do that when you are swimming or what in the water. So he did that, and that's why he was cursed by that body. Even Gajendra was cursed. He was a king, but he was also cursed to become a gra. So these things, but it is everybody, whoever that you come, because he had Agastya Muni came to his place, and Agastya Muni did not really watch that Sar respected him or whatever. So he was cursed. He was just sitting in his meditation. But whatever he had done, that has helped him in seeing Krishna. Krishna came. That was the result. So result is that like these two, Nal Kuber and Manigri, they were put into, like they were made trees by when Narad Muni came. And he cursed them to become tree. But they become the tree in the court of Nanda Maharaj. So is it, so their curse is really a boon, big boon. They were standing there and watching all the pastimes, childhood pastimes of the Supreme Lord was playing in the courtyard, and they were witness to that. Can anybody could do by their all the even millions of years of tap cannot have the same result as Narad Muni's curse as the result. So ultimately, that we should see Krishna, we should glorify Krishna, we should think of Krishna, and they could really think of Krishna's pastimes. So what a great curse! It's really a great boon. Okay.
Yes, Maharaj. And I have one more question, Maharaj. This
Sure,
might
sure.
be out of topic.
No, it's
But
okay.
Maharaj, whatever is happening now, right, Maharaj, the wars and also we should consider all this as Krishna's will and wish to eliminate the miscreants.
You may say in that one way that nothing happened, not a blade of grass moves without the will of Krishna. That is true. But they have done some atatai, sinful activity, and so they have to be destroyed, those kind of people. But that destruction, they will come to their senses. Just like, say, this Shishupal and Dandavatan. Krishna is fighting spirit also. He is chivalrous activity. So, but these people, they are suffering the results of their sinful activity. But that would be, but it is not by Krishna. Krishna did not ordain. That is just to enjoy, or they're all envious nature, or why he did this to me. So that is different thing. But Krishna's arrangement is different. We cannot equate that to Mahabharata Yuddha, or where Krishna was personally there, or Ram Ravan Yuddha. We cannot see that, but this is just a result of their sinful activity, so they have to suffer. But after suffering, when it is a kind of atonement for them, or you may say, they will be able to raise further that what is next. If somebody is very poor and did not have the even what they will eat the next day, naturally they will turn to Krishna if they heard. But some demons don't turn for millions of years. But Krishna does not want to force us. He wants us to come to Him, but we are not like robots. There is a free will, and without that, there is no love. Krishna likes love. That's what He wants from us. He created like a man marries a wife, and our wife marries a husband, is to loving each other, have children. Why it takes so much trouble to love each other? But without, because of the envy or because of not knowing the proper, we just become enemies, and then there is a divorce and more problem. So better that whatever condition, Krishna remains and worship Krishna all the time, keep him in the center of our life. These wars are not holy wars. People may think jihad or something. That is a nonsense. Who says that you just come in and just bomb somebody or die and kill somebody? That is not jihad.
Yeah.
It is not Krishna's hand. Krishna, yes, you want to fight, go on, see that. You want to take this body, remain like a pig, like Indra became a pig. Remain as a pig. What can I do? When it comes a sense. So Krishna gives this instruction and knowledge, but if we don't take it, then we have to suffer the resultant reaction. These wars are because of our not having the knowledge of Krishna. So we are fighting.
Okay.
But people who
Maharaj,
die, they don't go. You may say protect the country, and our desire is to serve Krishna. But if our desire is just to glorification of our own, we have so big military power and so big. So that is something different.
yeah, yes, God, Maharaj. So Maharaj, like we as human beings, how much we want to follow the principles and all, somewhere we will be getting deviated. So can we ask Krishna, like, please control me, maybe I'm not in my control, please control me?
Yes, any prayer you could do to Krishna, so he will help you. Yes, we can pray to that. But first glorify, remember him, surrender himself. If you surrender, just as I told you, Kaya, Vacha, Mansa, there are three dandas. Three dandas are there in sannyasi's danda when he has it. So it is means he is surrendering to all this. And if we do all ourselves also, everybody is a sannyasi if they just take care of Krishna, remember Krishna, worship Krishna, think of him, do every activity on his behalf, then we are also sannyasi. But if you are acting whimsically just to enjoy, you have family just to enjoy your senses. But if you put in the center and do as a service to him, you produce children. And somewhere I heard that you produce many children to make them Krishna conscious. Demigods, you will reduce the line of the demigods are waiting in the line to be born in devotee's family. But you will reduce that line. You will help them getting congested. But you have to bring them. One should not become a father, mother, or guru unless they could liberate their dependents. So it's not that producing children or getting in a grihastha ashram is wrong, but we should keep Krishna always in our life and center and do activity as a servant of him. He is the proprietor.
Yes, Maharaj.
I hope you understand the indication that I want to give you is every activity should be done for Krishna as a service to Krishna, because our position is to Jivera Surupa Krishna Nityadas, that our nature is to become the slave of Krishna. Just nature or prakriti or swarup or fire to burn, swarup of the water to is to quench our thirst, but also to be liquid. So everything, whether it is a fire or anything like sugar, it's a nature or prakriti or swabhav is to be sweet. If it is not sweet, can you call it sugar?
No.
The same thing that we are of nature is to serve Krishna. Unless we are established in our natural position, we will be suffering by the external energy. She has a thankless task. That's why she does not want to come in front of Krishna. But she is serving. Like Kaikai was serving Lord Ramchandra's. Although people may blame and they don't give anybody a Kaikai name, but she is very devoted to the Lord.
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you very much for clarifying all the doubts. Hare Krishna, Maharaj. Dandavad Pranam.
Hare Krishna, my pranam to you too.
Hare Krishna, is there any more questions for Maharaj before we close the call? Hare Krishna. Okay, if there are no more questions, we can end the call here. I would like to offer my obeisances to Maharaj and all the assembled devotees on the call. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, His Grace Samik Rishi ki jai. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for such a
Hare Krishna,
beautiful
Prabhuji.
class.
Thank
Very
you.
grateful to you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you for joining.
Gauranga!
Nityanandam. Thank you, dear devotees,
Gauranga!
for joining today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. Wishing an advance happy Narsimha Chaturdasi. Waiting to welcome Lord tomorrow. Hari Hari Bol. Jai Narsimha Dev.
Yes.
Hare
Jai.
Krishna.
Nrsimhadev.